hiking El Modena Open Space. From the junction of North Cannon Street and Encanto Place in the city of Orange, park on Encanto Place and begin hiking from the trailhead sign. The trail can be done in a loop while crossing North Cannon Street during the hike. The difficulty rating for the hike is easy. The hike begins. The trail starts by going parallel to the street. Meanwhile, it continues along the base of Bower Benchmark. Then, the trail begins to climb quickly. The hike levels out a bit before climbing some more to Bower Benchmark. Making the short but steep final push. On the summit of Bower Benchmark, officially finding the Bower Benchmark. Continuing on to see the rest of El Modena Open Space. Spotting Peak 800 across the street. I'll be headed over there shortly. Looking back at Bower Benchmark. Continuing on to form a loop by approaching the middle hill. Taking the right fork to stay on the ridge. The winds were howling on my visit. On top of the middle hill with one more lower one to go. Dropping down to the lower hill. It came with the price of a little extra climbing. On top of the lower hill. From there, the trail drops back to the street. Meanwhile, I took in the views with a Summit 360. Decent views from the modest summit. Looking back at the ridge that I recently crossed over, leaving the hill to begin the descent to the street. Nice views over the city of Orange. continuing to drop to the base of the hill. Back to flat land. Returning to the street. Taking the sidewalk for a little bit. The outing suddenly turns into a city walk for a few minutes. Reaching a street crossing point. After crossing the street when no cars were coming, I accessed the trail to Peak 800. It's officially the South Canyon Trail. Making a right to begin the peak climb. The peak is not that far away from the junction. Leaving the used trail for a more direct used trail to the peak. Approaching the summit. On the summit of Peak 800. The Summit 360. Reversing course to return to the street. Our benchmark, visible ahead, is merely 6 feet higher than Peak 800. Clear view of the full length of the El Modena Open Space across the street. Making a left at the junction to drop to the street. Back to Cannon Street. Mission accomplished. If you are in the area and have a few hours to kill, you can do far worse than a visit to El Modena Open Space.